Hey guys, gals. She crashed on us. I'll shoot it back up for a few more minutes and hey bottle caps. Appreciate you coming by. We had it going a while ago and it just crashed on us. You can hear the frogs, yeah. Welcome back, Steve. It crashed on me. I don't know what happened. It just completely shut down. Didn't give me the option to reboot or nothing. So I don't know what it done. I forgot to put another quarter in. That might have been it. It might be overheating. It's a brand new phone. I just got this phone last week. On that was just a test cut bottle caps. I think we got, I don't even remember, 18 or 20 bales. It was real light. It was, like I said, it was mainly cut just to test the stuff out to see if it was working. And I was saying in the live earlier that my son watched the video and actually heard that the baler was not running right, and would come out Friday morning and found a bearing on it. So we got it straightened out. Hey Ted, appreciate you dropping by. This one's gonna be short because we had it going a while ago for about an hour and it just crashed and ended it abruptly, and I don't like to end without telling everybody bye. So that's why we fired up another one to let everybody know. And that's weird because on the top of my screen it's still got the super chats up there from the stream a while ago. The kid knows his machinery. You right, bottle caps. He's a very bright 18-year-old. If I got to say so myself, I'm proud of him. Very proud of him. Let me grab me another drink, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to step to the refrigerator behind the camera. I'll be right back. Get you one too while I'm up. You just need to come on down here one Sunday and you can hang out with me and be on the live Sunday night, Scott. Soybean said he was going to show up one Sunday night and be a special guest. That'll be fine. We have to back the camera up some so two of us can sit side by side and fit on the screen. Might scare my folks. Hey Gerraldfarms, appreciate you stopping in. Hey Brad, Northern Wisconsin Farming, I appreciate y'all guys stopping in. We had it going a while ago, had a good crowd, and the phone went kaplooey. Pack 10 cords of wood in 2 days. The wood shed's full. Hey, Bill Smith. We've got the Case International 8455 round beller, and we still got the same Massey Ferguson 120 square beller. Same bellers that we've had since I've been doing YouTube. Everything went crappy on you yesterday. What happened, Gerraldfarms? I really like both of the bellers that we have. They both do us good service. The 8455 that's behind me there, we got a bearing that's out. We're gonna get it. Took the bad bearing out yesterday, and we'll put the new one in tomorrow. But it makes a real nice tight build. It weathers good outside because almost all of our round bells stay outside. And we got a few left over from last year, and when we hay up, sometimes I make videos on it, and y'all can, you'll see that the hay weather's good to be, close to a year old, sitting out in the rain and sun all the time. Yeah, Mr. Bill, I'm still looking for a tractor, bud. The right one that fits our needs and that I can afford hasn't come along yet. Looking for your long underwear again. I'd like to have between a 90 and a 110 horse, something like that. Maybe even 125. Grabbed a big hunk of hay and it stopped. Shattered the sprocket. Wow, your luck sounds like mine, Britt. Yeah, Scott thought I was fixing to have to spend money the other day. Talking about I had to spend some rusty money. And luckily, y'all, I was an upset guy the other day when I put that live up and thought my hydraulic pump went out. I would really like to have a cab tractor. Open station canopy tractor. Some in your area. Where are you located at, Brendan? I'm sure you've told me before, but my mind ain't remembering stuff. The tube in your steer tire messed up. Louisiana. Okay, that ain't too awful bad. Some ice, just some nice Fords. Hey AJ, appreciate you stopping in. Because if I run that beller there, I make a 4x6 bell. And if I go much over 5.5 foot, between 5.5 foot, it really, I load that 574 down. But it gets the job done. Thank you, Mr. Steve. Yeah, everybody hit the thumbs up for us if you would. Sure do appreciate it. I appreciate all y'all coming in and chatting with us for a little bit. But the bales that we made, which a bunch of y'all probably seen when I baled for my buddy last year, they were 72-inch bales. And that's just too much weight for our tractors and stuff to handle right now. I have some. Britt, I've got a 504C Vermeer baler sitting at my farm. I've been tempted to get it out and go over it and mess with it some more, but I do have a 504C closed throat. Wish your hay would start growing. North of you got snow this morning. We are trying to do close to 150 acres this year, Bill, of hay. Yeah, the 504 that I got, I didn't use it a whole bunch, but you had to be careful with mine, like if you got into clumps of hay, like where the rake drug a big pile up, because it would choke itself up pretty bad. Where on the international 8455 there, I mean, it'll carry lots of hay in. It'll actually stall my tractor before the baler quits taking it. The only time I've ever stuffed that baler up is if I dump a bale and I don't start off a little bit slower when you first start making the bale to let the core form. And once you go 20 foot, 10 foot and let that core form, you can go as fast as the tractor is what's holding me back then. Big chunk that didn't go through. Does yours have the manual tie or the electric or hydraulic tie? What does your 5OC have, Britt? I think mine's the manual where you just pull a rope. You got a rope that you work to move the string across the bale. It was a 5x6 brand. And the only other round baler that I've ever had was the one that I cut up to make the rebaler out of. What was that? That was the 850 New Holland chain baler. 750 or 850. I can't remember off my head. Bought a long sweeper to start feeding the clippings to the cows. Yeah, Chris, we back, buddy. It kicked me off a while ago, and I figured I'd come back for a few minutes so that way I could tell y'all bye the way you're supposed to tell somebody bye instead of just like hanging up on them. It makes me feel weird when it just cuts off right in the middle of talking, and like I said, it makes me feel like I hung up on you. Manual, you changed it to electric ATV winch. Okay, that might have been your video I saw the other day where you put a winch on it and you was talking about you was gonna have to update might stiffen the brackets a little bit. Okay, yep. I've also heard a lot of people talk about putting wider belts on them 504s, getting rid of them narrow belts and putting several wider belts like the newer bellers have, and I've heard that that makes a big difference. That'll, that it'll make that 504 do a lot better job, is what I've heard. You got 4 wide belts on mine. Okay, that's what I heard. Mine still got the however many little narrow ones. Man, when I went from the old bellers I had to that Case International beller, man, I thought I had won the lottery. They don't twist and they start to roll better. Yeah, man, when my buddy let me buy that beller there from him, man, you couldn't tell me that thing wasn't a 2018 model. But it's got a monitor, but it's all old school stuff. But man, it's in high cotton with that. That old New Holland chain beller though, y'all, I'm telling you no joke. I think that thing will bell up tree limbs and railroad ties, but it won't bell nothing tight, or it wouldn't, but it will bell it. Hey, famous 9 Lives, appreciate you stopping in. Went from a Chevy to a Cadillac. Yeah, I mean it made a lot of difference, and I know the newer ones now is that much nicer again compared to what I got, but when you come from crawling and you start walking, that's a big step. It feels good. Let that rip. Something about famous. Yeah, I have found, mine's a 8455. I have found a 60 or 65 that had all the more electronic stuff on it that would do more stuff automatic. And I researched it, but I seen a bunch of bad stuff about the electronics on that beller, so that's why I passed on it. It was actually over this winter that we just come out of. Yeah, if that core don't start right, the best thing to do is dump it out or pull it out, because if not, it's only going to get bigger and messier for you to dig out. Yeah, AJ, we've never made no silage bells. Not saying that we won't try, because I would really like to try some. But it amazes me at the amount of hay that thing can take in at a time. To tell you the truth, Chris, I don't know. I don't think so. What year is that beller? My buddy bought it brand new, the one that y'all seen a bunch of his equipment, and I bell for him. I think it's around the 2000. He bought it new, and he kept it for a backup beller. They bought it when a hurricane was coming and their beller went down. and they just used it as their bailers was getting serviced or something broke and it had to be bailed. And pretty much I think he felt sorry for me is the only reason he let me buy the baler. Your biggest issue is finding parts for that 504C. It was on a new RB 450. Yeah, the 8465 is like the one that I found this winter, AJ. Brad, I think my buddy's got a RB, I don't remember the number, 464 or 454, 464 or something, 54 that I run of his, and that thing is a monster. He runs it behind his, I ran it behind that Magnum 125, and I mean it eats hay. It makes bales heavy enough that none of my internationals don't want to pick them up with a 3-point hay spear. Y'all saw in the video, my son has to set on the weight box on the front to keep the wheels to touch the ground enough to turn, with his making on 72 inch. But I can't even handle them that big. If my tractor would make them, it will make it so much harder for me to hay the cows up, because we do all of our haying with the other 574. Or the backhoe. Sometimes we do use the backhoe. It's got to put a lot more pressure on everything in there to make them that much bigger and stuff. Appreciate you coming in, Scott. Have a good week, buddy. I'm gonna shut it down here shortly in a little bit too. You have to make yours at 4x4 and balance, otherwise it get too heavy for the skid steer. Yeah, I could imagine them bales get real heavy when they green for baleage and stuff. Wow, you could have bought an 8455 for $1,900. If it looked anything decent, I would love to have it if it wasn't across the world country from me for parts. I don't think the monitors for them could be too expensive, because there's nothing but a couple lights and a buzzer. I mean, it's not, unless it's different than mine. I mean, it can't be too hard to, can't be too complicated for that monitor, I wouldn't imagine. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna shut it down. We went an hour on the other one, but I sure do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in and chatting with us, and kind of worried about it. But y'all have a wonderful week. We'll see y'all next Sunday.